What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. So I thought we'd go ahead and give you guys a crypto mining basement update. A lot of you guys have been following along the renovations that I've been doing, and it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. So let's start out here. So we've gone ahead and actually added a dehumidifier down here. I was having some crazy issues with humidity. We were up to 80% humidity down here. So now we're down to about 60. A really good number for basements is 50, and we have that draining into our sub pump right now. So we'll see how that does with that. The grow tent is on pause right now. So the grow tent setup, I'll open this up and show you guys what we have going on. It's on pause because I've reached the threshold that I can with my intake and exhaust. We're going to be overhauling that coming up in the next week or two. I'm waiting. Look at this. You can see the outline of the frame. That's how much negative pressure there is in there, and we need to change that. We need more intake, we need more positive pressure, and then we need a bigger exhaust setup as well. But right now our grow tent is looking good. I mean, look at it, it's 88 degrees in there. And 44% humidity, which is great. So let's go ahead and open that up real quick here. Yeah, where's that zipper? Here we go. And I'll show you guys what we have going on. As the fans are touching the side of the grow tent, that's phenomenal. You can tell there's that much negative pressure. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen, we have a full video on this build here. This is 12 RX 470s. The right side is up and powered up and running. It's running Ergo. Each of them is doing around 63 mega hash on Ergo right now. And we kind of went with like the wood board setup that I built with the rubber toolbox liner on top and the aluminum angle on top of that, which has worked out really, really well there. In addition to that, we have the B250 mining motherboard here. And then on this side is actually off. Now, this is off because if I power up these 6 cards, it gets over 100 degrees in here. So what I do is they're off for right now, which is unfortunate. And then we have our big ass intake down here. In a future video, this is going to get moved out, and we're going to have 2 of these, one on each side, bringing in intake. And then I have an 8-inch exhaust coming to replace that one. And then I'll have that one as a backup if I need to do another one. So that's kind of where we stand there. Moving around here, let's head into our studio and there. If you guys are interested in a Hobbyist Miner sticker, we're selling them over on dogelord.com. I'll put a link down below. You can go check them out. And I'm mailing out a bunch of them actually right there. All right, so in here, one thing to point out, I have run AC in here. That is actually off. That light is like going nuts. And I'll show you, there is one right here. So we went ahead and installed a 6-inch collar, and then off of the collar, it's 6-inch and goes to there. These actually have a knob, completely sealed. You put your hand there, you don't feel anything right now. I will be using those once I get the drop ceiling in, but I wanted to have them done way ahead of time. So as you guys know, this is where I do my editing. This is where I work every day. Crypto mining is not my full-time job. Content creation is not my full-time job, but this is where I do all of that. I actually just finished up a live stream with Red Fox Crypto. So I do have these fans. Let me turn these fans off real quick. So these fans are amazing if you can find them. These are the built hard fans. I don't even run them at full speed. At full speed, they do 5,200 CFM, and they're like 50 bucks, I think. So anyways, let me turn this one off too. So I have them running only to take air from here, which I have that AC unit over there that's running down here still until my basement's done. And it just pushes air through here and into our mining room. And as you can see, our mining room up here, let's zoom in real quick. And it's 84 right now. So it is looking really, really good. And we'll talk about the mining room in a second. We actually took off remember the plastic and everything we had here? We got rid of all that. We'll explain it. So I've organized all of this. 3060 Ti video will be coming out later this week. I also got one of these suckers, GoPro to go ahead and do our build videos with moving forward with the chest mount. Shout outs to Red Panda and also to Chump Change for recommending that. I also got a video coming out in the future. Check this guy out. VivoSun sent it to me. I'm going to put it in the grow tent and see how it does. But I went ahead and organized all of our equipment. I used to have it all down here in bins. Look at this. We got cleaning items, Velcro and rubber bands, miscellaneous small parts, PCI peripherals, GPU risers, USB cables, GPU adapter cables. I mean, you just open it up and it's like a little bit of heaven and Christmas in there. But I got everything organized. PCI cable drawer with all my splitters and everything. And then the bottom one is rig parts. Motherboards, power supplies, breakout boards, RevTech boards, all that stuff. So this has been a huge godsend to have this nice and organized there. So let's talk about this room. So I'll give you a little tour of it real quick. So this rig used to be on the other sides over here now. So we're running 4, 5, 6 total 580s right here, XFX, and then we have the one Sapphire Pulse, and those are on the RevTech board. So those are mining Ethereum. This guy down here I have to get configured and set up. It's my test bench. It is running on Flux, and this is a 3060. That is the version 1, so it's just the nerfed one there. And those go down to a PDU at the floor here, and it has its own power meter right here, so we can go ahead and monitor exactly what we're using for power. So on this guy here, I have 1060s. One of them is actually out for repair right now. And then on that same rig down below here, we've swapped around a lot of stuff. I got 1660 Ti's right here. We have a 1070, thanks to Red Fox Crypto for sending us and gifting us that 1070 Ti. We have a 2060, 1080, 1080, and then down below here are R9 380s as well. And then those all go down to a PDU. We have a switch there, and those go over here to the wall. And then on the left side here is all storage for right now. So I went ahead and threw all my stuff in here to get it all into storage. So let's talk about this room, because there's a lot that has changed in this room, guys. So first off, I could not win the battle. Let me move this fan before I literally trip over it. I could not win the battle of putting plastic here and sealing off this room in its entirety. I just figured out that like in summertime in Pennsylvania here, when it's 90 to 104 degrees outside, I couldn't seal this off and expect intake to come in and then exhaust to take it out and this room to stay at a normal temperature. So after talking with so many people, we took off the plastic and we're using our basement as our intake, okay? So that means I needed to get rid of the intake in here. So that is an intake, 4-inch intake, it's taped off. That's a 4-inch intake, it's taped off. There's actually a passive intake down behind here, it's taped off. There's an intake that's passive over here, it's taped off. And that is an active intake. So that's an active intake on a 6-inch. That's taped off. That's one of the fans inside this room here. The other ones over here, these are 4-inch. Those go to 4-inch inline fans. They're taped off. So what do I have running? We'll take a look up top here. What I did was I covered my entire room ceiling with plastic to keep the heat in, and there's about a 3-foot difference between the plastic and my insulation of my basement, and this just keeps all the heat right here. And then I have one of these 6-inch right here on. I have one of these that's a 6-inch inline fan from AC Infinity on, and then this guy is on. So that's it's like 410 plus another 410, so 820 plus another 400 is 1230. So I have about 1,230 CFM exhaust in this room. And as you can see, between the basement temperature, 88, 85, and 84, and now I have like this guy here, this goes all the way out to my grow tent. I got an these are from Infinity cables. And Red Panda Mining uses these all the time on his channel. Good recommendation. So they actually have an L630R. I think it's called 30P actually. It's a 30R, and it's 2 of these that are 15 feet, and then it goes out to my up there and out to the grow tent. There's Ethernet out to the grow tent and Ethernet over to my office next door. None of these are terminated on the other side. These are actually all my Ethernet. So these are done. I finished all of these. We actually peel this away. Yep, all the Ethernet's ready to go. But I do need to fix a lot of these outlet boxes. But yeah, so the crypto mining basement is coming along pretty good. Slow, very slow. Sorry, I'm gonna step out of that room. But it's coming along really, really well. We're doing good. We're almost at, we're 38 cards now. Yeah, this will be 39. This is 39 right now. So we're definitely getting there. I have 2 cards out on repair, a 1060 and a 1080. And they're on their way back. They got fixed. They're on their way back. They'll be good to go. But other than that, guys, that is an update. Look what that tape did to the walls here. It's a nightmare. But other than that, what do I have coming next? So one of the things I have coming up is I am going to be building this wall and covering this wall in. So this is my utility wall. So I'm actually building a closet around this, and I'm putting in barn doors that slide behind each other and can pop off the tracks if I need to get into the AC, or the fridge won't be there. It's gonna be on the other side, or the hot water heater on the other side there. That's gonna come over to here in this little area. Look at all this stuff here. This is all like, you see all this airflow stuff? This is all learning, the mistakes I've made trying to do airflow in that mining room. All of this, hundreds of dollars in here. Anyways, this is all extra stuff. I'm holding on to it for now until I get things done. Once it's all done, I mean, there's some extra stuff like I got a VivoSun ducts and stuff like that for the upcoming intakes and exhaust that I'm doing in there. Electrical cable, some Ethernet stuff. But yeah, these are tracks to be used for this wall. But yeah, I'm gonna do utility wall from there over to here. And then this is gonna stop here, and this little triangle here, in the next 2 weeks, I'm actually gonna build a reading nook for my kids. It's gonna be like a up there, step up into it. It's gonna be painted, you know, a little mat, little like pad in there, and my wife's gonna design it all up, so it'll look pretty cool. But other than that, guys, that's it for today. That is kind of where we stand. I have a lot of work to do still in the basement. There's no rush though. I'm in no deadline. We're getting it done a little bit at a time, and I thought I'd give you guys a crypto mining basement update. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.